What's going on, everybody? It's the Mike and Rich podcast. How we
Yo,
doing
yo.
today?
Happy Sunday, bro.
Happy Sunday.
How are you?
We're at it again. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a crazy little week, a little tired, but I'm here. I'm present.
Present and accounted for. Yeah, I was hanging out with the little one all day today, so I'm a little tired myself, actually. Running around after a 1.5-year-old is not an old man's game.
It's crazy. All right, so we got a good show today. We got a bunch of cool things on the list. A bunch of cool things happen. A couple sad things happen. So.
I feel like
we're gonna go over it all.
I feel like every week we're like adding that sadness segment.
I know, man. I know. Like I keep hearing people saying that they want to start Deadpools.
Yeah.
Like everybody keeps saying that.
Cold
I heard it at least like 5 times, man. Like
that's crazy, bro.
Like from different people saying that they want to.
Clint Eastwood's gonna outlive everybody.
Yeah. Oh my God. Him and Keith Richards, right?
Keith Richards. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, he ain't going nowhere.
No, it's crazy. So yeah, we had a crazy week. I definitely watched a lot of stuff this week.
Okay.
I watched Peacemaker a bunch this week. So I like it. I watched it. I watched the newest episode, and then my wife started watching it, and so I started watching it with her, of course.
Good show, man. Let's
and
just jump right into it, man.
All right, let's get into keeping the peace with Peacemaker.
All right, I like it. All right, so the show's cool, dude. The show is awesome. Like
the show's great.
It's really, really, really funny. It's entertaining. Yes. And at some point this week, and we'll get into the Boba Fett stuff later. I turned off Boba Fett, and I was like, I'm gonna watch Peacekeeper, man. Like,
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, man. And yeah, that was a better decision. I was way more into it. Like, it was such a good episode. Like.
Oh man, that's too funny. Yeah, it's sad. And yeah, we'll talk about Boba later. But Peacemaker is crazy. I mean, it's on HBO Max. It's on Thursdays, and like I can't wait till Thursday comes, man. Like every Thursday, I'm like, yes,
it's so good, man. Like all the characters are so funny.
Yes,
John Cena's just awesome, dude.
John Cena's killing it.
Hate him.
Can't handle him, man. You can't
handle him. Let's see what's up in the chat. Hey, Johnny, what's going on, man?
Yeah, so I mean, Peacemaker really, they're going all out. They're name dropping like crazy, which is funny, and giving us some like side characters to like Google and find out about it. Like they're just so obscure in the DC universe. But
all right, so the best, let's just knock out the best thing first. Okay, the best thing was everybody's talking about is the Batman rant. Okay,
the Batman rant is hilarious.
Okay, because nobody in the years has said it,
right. Well, we've all said it, like
we've all said it,
and that's why I keep going back to like saying like he's like the Deadpool of DC, because like it's like almost breaking the fourth wall. He's like saying like what some of us are thinking, like
yeah, for
it's
sure.
It's nuts, but the old man.
Yeah, when he's arguing with the old man, and it was funny too because his first exchange with the old guy was funny. Like you knew that guy was gonna be funny and he was gonna be in it a little bit, and like he just came back full force this one.
Oh my God!
Put that old man in his place. He said, "What about Batman? Batman's a hero."
Yeah, Batman's got a whole bunch of supervillains.
Yeah.
He's like, where are your supervillains? They're 6 feet under.
Yeah.
I don't have any. It was a good point to the whole like, is Batman right by not killing these like crazy lunatics? I mean, like
that keep escaping and killing people.
Well, also that's part of the justice system too, because like why isn't Gotham like giving all these people the chair? I know like at one point they gave Joker the chair or whatever and it didn't work or whatever, but still like they should be putting these guys down, like or Argus or one of these operations, than DC.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what though? It's good that DC finally hit a home run with something. They've been throwing the damn darts at the board for a long time now. So for them to get hit on this, that maybe it may let them think of doing their movies a little bit differently.
I hope so. Hope so. Well, they've always had like pretty good success with shows and stuff like that. I would say, like, and their animated series are really good.
Sure.
The movies
I'm
are just
thinking the
okay.
new stuff, man. Titans is good. Peacemaker's good, man.
Titans is great.
And like I said, dude,
HBO Max is killing it
dude,
too.
I
They had
trash
the
DC,
HBO.
dude. I trash DC all the time, man. I'm not even gonna lie, but like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on something that comes out and it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm definitely a Marvel fanboy, but if you throw like, I like Batman and all the characters. I like Superman. I really like Superman, actually. I like his character because he's just like the ultimate badass. You can't, like, every like major person who always wanted to be like a superhero. It's like, usually it's like Superman. You want his powers because he's just got them all.
He's got them all. It's hard to fight him. They just dropped that Injustice cartoon and they showed you that, like, it was pretty much impossible to fight Superman if he was bad.
Yeah,
so
dude.
they had to get another Superman.
He would just like cut the world in half with his eyeballs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, they had to get another Superman to fight Superman. Like, that's what they had to do. Like, yeah. But even that didn't work. Didn't work. Yeah, well, because Superman, he's just like I would say, like, Spider-Man, to where, like, he pulls his punches. Because I feel like Spider-Man, he's like very, very strong, and he doesn't really. Same thing with Superman. I feel like Superman, if he just flicks somebody, he could
he would destroy him. Like,
head,
yeah, I was gonna say, it would be like bullets, dude. Like,
yeah,
it'd be insane.
Yeah, it'd be nuts.
But it's cool that they are name dropping, and making fun of the other superheroes, and the little kung fu dude was awesome this time around.
Judo master.
He came back alive, and obviously, like, he was like meditating and like wiggling his leg.
Yep.
It was funny because, like, I was like, I wonder how they strapped it down, and I was like, oh, they strapped it down pretty good. And like, I was like, he's gonna get out of that. He's gonna get out of that. And they just started like wiggling and stuff like that. It was so funny.
Oh man, it was crazy. I definitely was shocked when Adebayo shot him. That was nuts.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was gonna happen. Now, did she do it because he was gonna reveal the butterfly stuff?
I think so. Okay.
Ooh,
I think that
we don't
she's
know.
a little bit more involved than she's letting out to be.
Well, her mom's Amanda Waller, so
dude,
like,
and she's playing the dumb
something.
Well, she's playing the dumb factor. Oh, I don't know. This is my first job, and like, because that first episode or second episode when she's like talking to her on the phone, they were talking, like, having a legit conversation about the subject.
Yeah.
So she definitely knows a little bit more than she's letting. I think she's just playing the dumb card.
Just a little bit. I don't know. And then we got the reveal that Mur or whatever his name is. I'm sorry, I really don't know.
It's Mern, right?
Mern. All right, so mix them together.
Yeah, it's like Mern.
Mern. All right, so Mern. We saw that he's a butterfly.
He's a butterfly.
And now I think, because I watched the episodes twice, so when he got hit with that blast, when he stood up, and then he fell down, everybody got up and they're like, "Are you okay?" And he just like gave a thumbs up, and I saw like his mouth looked like wet.
Had a little butterfly.
Yeah,
stuff
so maybe could have been sweat. I don't know, or maybe the butterfly just got into.
So you think that the butterfly got in there that episode? Like, it wasn't in there before?
Okay. No, I don't think so. Now let's talk about the Vigilante, okay? Because like the Vigilante, he's his own separate topic.
Oh,
like,
man, he's so awesome. He's such a cool character. So like, when he goes in jail, and like, it was funny because when he started talking trash, I was like, dude, he's about to whoop all these dudes' asses, dude. Yeah. There's no way that he would go in there and do that if he didn't know. And I was like, I was very like impressed that he did that.
Yes.
You know, like,
he kind of had like a Dahmer look with like the glasses a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He had the 70s style glasses.
Yeah, it was cool. I dug it for sure. And the character Adrian Chase is like a real character in the DC world. Not the Vigilante, but like he was like a lawyer, and like his parents are rich and stuff like that, whatever. And he helped the heroes out and stuff. So
heroes out.
Yeah, so I mean, he's already doing that now by helping out, thinking that he's helping out Peacemaker. So he busts into, he like purposely gets himself arrested by hitting a garbage can into a window in front of a whole bunch of police officers.
Yeah. And they all watched him do it. Like he was like struggling, like,
picking up the garbage can
to bring it over, and they're all just like watching him. And they let him pick it up and do it. And then it was just like, hey, what are you doing?
Oh my god, it's so funny. And then him being upset about the pinky toe when he was getting tortured.
Oh, the car dialogue.
Oh, the car dialogue was so funny.
It reminded me of like what's that movie with Seth Green and he's the Amish guy and like he keeps fixing their car for him and he's just like, yeah, you know, it's nothing. It only costs lots and lots of money, but you know, we do stuff for free for people. You know, it's cool.
I don't know.
It's cool. Like, you know, it's just like he kept hitting him with, you know, I'm so glad, you know, best friends like let each other get tortured and stuff.
No, it's crazy, man. So yeah, so Peacemaker has been a hell of a ride.
Oh yeah, so good, man.
Definitely said it from the beginning. Like he's the you know, Deadpool of DC. They're almost breaking that fourth wall, like I said before, with like just like some of the jokes and the banter and the funny stuff that the fans are thinking. And I feel like that's not the end of it. I feel like we're gonna get more of it. And who knows, we might even get some funny cameos of some like characters who we never thought would get the light of day.
Exactly. You know? And you know what? As of now, what are we like 4 episodes in or something like that? Like they're definitely gonna have a season 2. There's no way they're not.
Yeah.
You know,
I think they'll probably squeeze about 4 or 5 seasons out.
They're
you saw how many butterflies they were. It depends on how long they're gonna go with that storyline. They could do some other stuff though, you know, and you know, I'm sure some of the side cast will either fall by the wayside a little bit or get replaced or whatever, you know, or maybe we'll get some new characters, you know, like just a new like Scooby Gang or whatever. But there's so many like DC characters that are like throwaway material, or you would at least think they were. And they have so many weird ones. Like I'll give you an example. There's a bad guy in DC called Condiment King. Okay. Condiment King. If you don't believe me, look it up.
Look him up.
Look it up. And I'm sure he'll be in some other stuff. I know they joke about him in like Lego Batman and some other stuff, you know, but like he's a real DC character. And they have a lot of silly.
What's his superpower?
He has like ketchup and mustard, like
guns and stuff. Like guns.
Yeah, every now and again he'll throw some relish in there or something like that.
Like when you need when you get a burger and you need it, you like set up a light in the sky and he comes and
no, he's a bad guy, bro.
Oh, he's a bad guy.
Yeah. He's one of Batman's villains. He'll like go and rob like a hot dog stand because they're not using like organic ketchup or something, maybe, you know, like, and he'll go squirt it up and
that's an interesting character.
He'll catch Batman in some sour cream or something like that.
That's funny.
All the fixins, you know. But yeah, they got a guy called Kite Man, you know.
Kite Man, yeah, that's right.
You know, like they have so many different silly DC characters that would fit perfectly in a show like this.
Absolutely.
You know?
And you can dispose of them or not, you know, like however they want to do it.
They could die. Who cares? I mean, like whatever. Like, you know, they could be in and out. I mean, this is a good opportunity, and James Gunn is the one to do it for sure.
He's definitely the one to do it.
You know, I really like his taste in music. I feel like the music is killing it.
Yeah, the music's really good in it.
You know, we're like, I feel like it's almost like the music is like we're feeling like Peacemaker's emotions, you know, like this last episode, he was pretty sad at the end.
Yeah, he's going through his stuff, you know, with his dad and stuff like that. And,
it's sad, you know, they make you feel bad for him, you know, like that's what they're doing. They're making you feel bad for him, and you know, we're already on board. So
we're
like,
already on board, man.
You know, we don't gotta feel bad for him or sorry for him. You know, we know he's hurting and it stinks. He didn't want to kill Flag. He didn't want to kill that guy when he was a kid. So
I feel like there's still a lot of action left though ahead of him.
Oh hell yeah.
You know,
for sure.
It's gonna be good, man. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. My favorite scene, I think, in this one was when he was getting high with the bug and the eagle. That was pretty funny.
That was funny. I love the eagle, dude. I like how how they were talking. They're like, oh yeah, his best friend is like Vigilante's not his best friend. It's Eagly.
Yeah, it's Eagly. He's like, what do you thought? Eagly, you were gonna convince Eagly to go kill his father? He's like, who would believe that? He's like, hardcore.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, fuck you.
It's so funny, man. Like the show's awesome. It's literally probably the best thing I'm watching right now for sure.
Oh man, I'm loving it. It's a great ride. It's so fun. It's so funny, and yeah, that's keeping the peace with Peacemaker, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some other cool things going on right now. We got Moon Knight. They dropped another trailer, so it's coming out March 30th. Moon Knight is definitely a new character that they haven't really released to the big screen, and it's cool that Marvel's doing this.
I don't know much about him, so I'm like excited to see.
That's cool.
You know, I'm excited to see it. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like a new series that people don't know too much about is great, and like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go into it, you know, because like, it's fun to do that kind of stuff, especially with a Marvel show, because you know, number one, origins are always great. You know, number two, Disney Plus is killing it with all these shows and Marvel.
Sure.
You know, and you know, John Favs, you know, he's doing pretty good too. You know, like. He's killing it with some stuff. You know, again, we'll talk about Boba Fett later, but you know, Moon Knight looks pretty cool.
Moon Knight's crazy because like I feel like, all right, so like I've always been into like comics and action figures and stuff like that, and I always remember Moon Knight. Like I've always known his name. I always known what he looks like. I remember having this like crazy Marvel puzzle, and he was like in the middle of it. So like it's just weird that like I just don't even know anything about him. Yeah, he's always kind of been there in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. So I would say he's like a B-sides character, kind of. You know, that's why like he's there, but like, you know, you don't really know too much about it. It was a little bit more adult, probably. That's why you didn't know anything about it. You know, like.
And Oscar Isaac's gonna be awesome, dude. He's like.
Dude, he's such a great actor.
Everything he touches is like awesome right now, bro. Like,
yeah, he did like so some like folk movie where he was like singing and stuff. Dude, he can do it all.
He can do it all, man. He's like super good at everything, man. I'm really digging when I see a movie and he's in it, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be good, or at least his part's gonna be good.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, he's killing it. And then
I think this is gonna open it up for him, man, to where he can kind of, you know, do all kinds of cool stuff. Because once you get into MCU, man, you know, that's like you made it.
Well, this is like an introductory like character, you know, like because
they're feeling
we didn't
him
see
out.
him in any movies.
I was gonna say they're feeling him out. It's gonna happen to where if everybody likes a show, they're gonna throw him in the movie or make his own.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there's no doubt that it's gonna be a success. You know, there really isn't. I mean, like, it's such a cool storyline. Again, I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Like, go research it, check it out if you're not sure. Watch the trailer, you know, or don't. You know, like wait till just it comes out and then just be pleasantly surprised because it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not looking up anything. I'm just gonna wait for it to come out. Because, like I said, I'm going into it with like I really don't know anything about his backstory or anything.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
it's cool. It's cool. You'll definitely like it. You'll definitely like it for sure. The other one that's coming out is She-Hulk. Now, they don't have a date for that, but they say mid 2022.
Yeah.
So there's a trailer for that as well. Nothing new yet, but we know Mark Ruffalo is going to be.
Well, it'll definitely be after Moon Knight. They're not going to play them at the same time, so you got to figure.
They've been giving us one at a time.
Yeah. Now, so probably June. You know.
Yes, probably June. I did see that also Secret Invasion is coming out as well, a little bit sooner than we thought. And they just
everything's leaking on it. It's crazy, bro.
A few pictures have been leaked of Sam Jackson without the eye patch, like you know, rocking the scar and like you know, with the white beard and stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be pretty cool. We don't really know too much about it, but I mean, like I know about it with the scroll and you know, those alien people from Captain Marvel movie. So it's gonna be like about them and how they've like been here the whole time, and they, you know, like a scroll could have been like Black Widow for all we know.
Yeah,
you know, like
or just like anybody influential. You know,
it could have been you know, Nick Fury's right hand girl. You know, that's been in all the movies. You know, like
there was a theory for a while that, you know, when Thanos killed Loki, it wasn't really Loki. Right. You know, so there's that.
There's that too. You know, yeah, you're right. I mean, Loki's in the show, and that's going to be coming out soon. So that's is that coming out this year? No, that's actually that got pushed back to next year.
Yeah, that ain't.
Yeah,
they pushed everything. Yeah. They pushed a lot of stuff back.
Yeah, but we're getting Moon Knight, and I'm excited for that. It's just cool that, like I said, like even DC's doing it too. They're really trying out some of these side characters that do have great and rich backstories, and I feel like they're only doing it though with the ones that have like a ton of material, you know,
or
like
potential to like do the movies and stuff like
yeah.
that, you know. Or like,
I mean, like there's certain things that they could never do, you know, but I mean, it's cool that we're getting a lot of these like different little things,
sure.
and we're getting
She-Hulk's
like
gonna be cool, dude. I think it's
Hulk's
gonna
gonna
be
be
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
You
It's
know?
like we're they're ushering in like the new era of superheroes for the you know the
And it's been a
cinematic.
while since we've seen anything like Hulk related, like just Hulk related, you know.
Sure.
So I think they're gonna really like do this one a little bit of justice, and you know, have the woman power in there and everything, and she's just gonna
Absolutely.
tear shit up, dude.
Well, it's also cool because she's a lawyer, and you know that's a good tie-in for Daredevil. You know, like, and that's pretty cool. I mean, like Daredevil, he's in all these worlds just like Spider-Man is.
Does she fight Kingpin?
I'm not sure if she fights Kingpin. She
That'd
might,
be cool.
but they kind of all share the same bad guys, so it's a possibility. But I think that they have other plans for Kingpin. But who knows? He could be popping up in all these shows, just like doing a little, you know, whatever, like solidifying his stuff. You know,
Yeah,
like
everybody was very
cool.
excited to see him. So
Yeah, he's great and he's awesome. That was in Hawkeye. But I really feel like this is going to be the lead-in for the Daredevil stuff. Okay. So I mean, with Daredevil, he's in Punisher's world. We saw that. You know, he's also
in Spider-Man's world,
Spider-Man,
you know, so.
and Black Cat, and like, you know, there's like the list goes on and on. Elektra, you know, like, and you know, they all, like I said before, they all share kind of like the same bad guys and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll get some like really cool crossovers and stuff. I mean, they've been doing it already, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Let's go Marvel.
That's right. That's right. All right, so Amazon, they got their own little show, and I'm really excited for it. They just had the announcement for the title drop.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's hear it. Ready?
The Rings of Power.
The Rings of Power. Rings, plural?
Yeah.
So is there multiple Rings of Power?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they made rings for man, rings for elves. Rings
I didn't realize they were all Rings of Power. I thought just that one was the Ring of Power, and they were all okay.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. I'm excited for it. I love Lord of the Rings. It's gonna be cool to see.
It's gonna be big production value. You know.
Yeah. They're putting a lot of money into it, man.
They're gonna put some money into it for sure. Is Peter Jackson doing it?
I'm not sure. I would imagine. Let's see.
He like owns it now. It's like they don't do anything without him. Given the okay.
Yeah, no, I don't see Peter Jackson. It just as writers. Yeah, I don't see.
All right. Well, we'll find out closer, I guess.
Yeah. So
he might be like a producer.
That they might even be coming out in September. So September 2nd.
Okay. So fall show.
Yeah. It's gonna be Amazon exclusive. There's really not a whole lot about it that we know.
It's gonna be good.
There's a lot of lore and different things that I feel didn't make it to the movies. So it's gonna be kind of hard to tell like what this actually is gonna be.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be grittier too.
It's not gonna be like The Hobbit to where like it's kind of silly and whatever, you know, like it's gonna be dark and it's gonna be a lot of like characters that we just heard of but we've never seen.
Yeah. So, like, well, I guess all the people who got the rings, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm excited for it. I would think they would get some legacy cast in there because why wouldn't they? You know, they just had a
the dwarfs live forever, so like, you know, you could always throw a dwarf in there. They live
right, so that'd be cool. Longer. You know, or Gimli, that'd be pretty neat. You know,
or one of the dudes from you know, the other movies.
Yeah, well, the Hobbits, they live really long too. Yeah. They're you know, Bilbo was like over 100.
Well, Bilbo lived long because he had the ring.
Right.
Because the second he gave up the ring, he aged, you know,
Right. He started aging very rapidly. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
but
was a little different.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it. I mean, like Lord of the Rings is a really cool movie. They're great. And to see how much money Amazon is dumping into this, I'm excited. I'm
That's
so
right.
excited.
Hey, I'm all for it, man. I like Amazon. They're pretty cool. I'm waiting for the boys, man.
That's
Like they
right.
gave us a little teaser not too long ago. So once that comes on, we'll be talking about that as well.
Oh yeah, we'll have a nice little segment for that.
Yeah, I
For
can't wait.
sure.
That's
For
gonna be real
sure.
good.
Yeah. Peacemaker versus Homelander. I'm kidding.
That'd be crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, man, and another thing we forgot to mention on the Peacemaker thing, he's got all those helmets now, bro.
Yeah, but he didn't label them.
He didn't label them, so how does he know which one's what?
That's gonna be a funny, interesting
They
thing
all
later
had
on.
labels too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so
He's gonna be like, I don't know what this one does. Let's try it out, like that's gonna be interesting for sure.
it's gonna be interesting.
It's cool too because like people are making like the 3D printed helmets and stuff, and like
dude.
the Peacemaker stuff is going crazy. I would say if you're like in that wave and you're liking it, get that stuff now, because like it's out there, still from the Suicide Squad and stuff like that, like on clearance and everything like that. So you can still get some stuff, but like it ain't gonna be like that for long.
No.
So make sure you get some stuff quick, like those Peacemaker figures and stuff like that.
I want a
like,
shirt, man. I want the
I looked up the shirt. So I saw that Hot Topic used to have one kind of, but then they also have like one of those costume tees. That's what I want.
Okay.
So that shit was money.
Okay.
So it was like, looks like his t-shirt. It has like,
the sleeves or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it's legit. It looks cool. Looks cool. So, I'm corny like that, but I love my t-shirts. So,
gotta have the engraved peace stuff, bro.
That's right. Otherwise it won't work.
That show's so good.
It is so good, man.
All right. Let's bring up this week's bad news.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. All right, so this week we lost Meatloaf and Louie Anderson, man. Louie Anderson was like
America's dirty uncle.
Yeah, America's like dirty.
And
greasy
Meatloaf
uncle.
was like America's uncle that's like never around, drives a motorcycle. He's the cool uncle.
Now, and I was thinking about it earlier, man. And say what you will, but if you cannot say like Jack Black doesn't take a lot of influence from Meatloaf, man.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Yeah.
When I mean,
Meatloaf's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I seen that he passed or whatever, I was like, let me look up some video. I watched some Meatloaf videos or whatever, and it was just like, dude, this is where Jack Black got his inspiration from, man. Like, obviously he does his own thing or whatnot, but like,
sure,
Meatloaf's old school videos are crazy.
Oh, Meatloaf's old school videos are nuts. I mean, he's a great performer, a good actor for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like he killed in a bunch of stuff. Fight Club, and
he was in Spice World. He was in the Spice World movie.
That's funny.
He was in a couple other things. I was watching a compilation the other day. He was like a bouncer at, like, he does a lot of like weird little cameos in movies and stuff like that. So
he also they had a good documentary that came out that told a story. I know back in the day, I believe it's on VH1. So I don't know if you can still find it.
Behind the Music.
Yeah, no, it was like they had a documentary that was really cool, and then they had like a biopic. Okay. Where like somebody else played Meatloaf, and it was really good, man. It was really good. He definitely had a messed up childhood, and things are tough.
Now let me ask you, because I don't know. So I did watch like a bunch of Meatloaf videos. Now he obviously has a lot of piano in all of his videos, but I've never seen him actually play the piano in any of his videos. He doesn't. Okay, he's just a singer.
So here's the thing. Yes, Meatloaf is just he was just the singer.
Okay.
John Steinberg, he's the guy who wrote all the music and the lyrics. Okay. And it's a crazy thing in the biopic, and this apparently happened in real life when they came out with the album,
the Bad Out of Hell album or whatever.
Yeah, it said Bad Out of Hell, Meatloaf, and then really, really small on the bottom and like almost clear lettering, it said music by John Steinberg. And he was pretty pissed about it, and it sucked, and it was it was whatever. It was a lot of inspirational things too, because when Meatloaf was doing Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Mm-hmm.
That's where John got the idea for the sound and the type of music that he was going to write for Meatloaf.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like the piano rock.
It was almost like John created
Meatloaf.
the Meatloaf to a degree. Like, I mean, I don't know if he.
You need a name that sounds beefy, bruh.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, it definitely stinks, you know, like he was an amazing singer. I mean, his music will live on forever.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. He's got tons of hits, bro. Like,
you know, I know a friend of mine who puts on I Would Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That on the jukebox, because like you don't pay by the minute, you pay by the song. So like that song, if you can get the unedited version, it is 12 minutes long. And like you think you know it, and like some people be singing along, and then all of a sudden he throws out like 2 verses that like you have no idea.
That's funny.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, and then Louie Anderson, man. Louie Anderson was, dude, that guy has been doing comedy for such a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I was young when Life with Louie came out, which was
Life with Louie was great.
Which was his cartoon, which was funny. Yeah. You know, he did Family Feud for a little bit, you know.
That's right.
He was in Baskets. That's what he was in recently, right? I don't know if what he's been in recently.
He was in recently. It's sad. Years ago, like at his height, in his comedy height, when he was like doing stand-up and stuff, he actually got blackmailed for like a couple of years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this guy was like threatening. I guess like, I mean, I don't know what the whole situation was, but I guess it was something that either he knew about Louie or like did with Louie. Like, I have no idea.
Got pictures of him playing patty cake with somebody, bro.
Okay, so he blackmailed him for, I think it was like 10 years, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Yeah,
that happens more often than you would think, man. You know,
yeah.
People get
and
who
who would
dirt
think like
on
Louie?
Somebody, and they just, hey, you know, it is what it is. You know, it stinks, dude.
It's sad.
You know,
he definitely was a great comedian. I mean, like, they got a lot of cool things on YouTube, and you can always get some cool clips and stuff like that. So you can see some of the cool specials and stuff he did.
I had a buddy I used to work with a long time ago, and we were going around doing impressions or whatever. And he was like, "Well, I could do a pretty good Louie Anderson impression." We're like, "Okay, let's hear that," you know.
Hell yeah.
And he did it, dude. It was so funny. And he was like, "Okay, show me pudding." He was like, "Ding ding." It was like, dude, he did it so good, and everybody laughed hysterically, bro. I was like, I will never forget that impression. It was so good. So, R.I.P. Louie Anderson.
Oh my God,
Meatloaf, man, you got
missed,
very much so. All right, well, let's get into another depressing subject. Why is that? All right, let's just get this rocking and rolling, dude. Chewing the Fett.
Chewing the Fett.
Chewing the Fett. Okay.
Boba Fett on Disney Plus.
Listen, dude, let me just tell you, I tried to watch this freaking episode like 5 times, dude, and I would either like, I'm gonna watch Peacemaker. Actually, it was like the second or third time I tried to watch it. I was like, you know what? I'd rather watch Peacemaker. And I like changed it on there. I like literally just finished it. I think like yesterday. Like I watched it again in whole or whatever. But it was just like, dude, like I get a slow burn, but like
it's real slow.
And
I feel like this is the last. I feel like this is the last slow episode that we're gonna get. He's done with the tank. He's done with the dreams.
We're caught up.
You know what I'm saying? We're caught up.
He's about to go to war. He just said we're going to war. Prepare.
Going to war.
You know.
He's learning how to ride a Rancor.
He's got Power Rangers who can't afford water.
Rangers who can't afford water, but have the shiniest bikes on Tatooine.
Like, they're brand spanking. They're 2022 models, bro. Who's got a 2022? They do. They got 6 of them.
And it forms Voltron.
For sure.
No, listen, it's definitely slow, and I keep saying it, man. We got spoiled with Mando.
Yeah,
we got spoiled with Mando.
Well, I feel like Mando should have been like the Boba Fett thing, and they don't want to copy it directly, or like.
Sure.
So they're like, all right, let's just have Boba Fett play house.
Yeah, they're going to be similar, and I mean, he's tired of working for people and putting his neck out there.
He's got a big
money.
old Wookiee now, bro.
Yeah, with those knuckle dusters, bro.
The knuckle electric dusters, bro.
They're nuts, man. So cool. I can't wait to see him mess up more people.
I knew he was gonna rip somebody's arm
off. Rip that guy's arm. Yeah, well, of course. I mean, it's like a Star Wars Wookiee lore.
But it's funny because like it was like, all right, when he had it, you're like, all right, is he gonna do both arms or is he gonna do one arm? And of course he did one arm because he didn't want to be like Chewie in Rogue One and do two.
Sure, they gotta do their own thing.
They gotta do their own thing, man.
I get it. Hey, man, it's that Wookiee life. That Wookiee life.
That Wookiee life, bro. They just He was like, no, I'm gonna rip his arm off and pay my tab, bro.
That's right. Yeah, that was funny.
That was gangster.
I wanted to hear him just like.
No, he don't need to say nothing.
He don't say shit. No. That scar on his face says everything. I hope they're gonna talk about that or show it because that's from a Jedi.
Yeah.
What?
What?
I would love to see something like that. Him fighting a Jedi.
Well, there are no Jedis in this time except Luke Skywalker.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, there might be some people who got the Force and not Jedi.
Unless somebody like escaped back in the day and kind of just did their own thing, which I imagine they can always do.
Well, I mean, like, wasn't Luke like training a whole bunch of like younglings?
This is like right after like
Right after what?
Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So it's like he hasn't gotten into that yet.
Okay. So I mean, there could be still some younglings spread out there. It could be some, teenagers full of piss and vinegar and the Force, and want to get frisky with the lightsaber.
Also, you got to figure. There was one of the newer Star Wars ones. I'm not sure if it was Force Awakens or the second one, where at the end they showed some little kid and he went to grab a broom and use the Force. So there are other people out there that do know the Force, or their midichlorians are off the charts.
That's right. That's right, man.
So hey, you never know. Some self-taught Jedi.
That's right. I mean, I've been practicing with my pears, and trying to slice them.
Try to feed your wife with it.
Yes. It hasn't been going too well, but now, so all right. So we got a little Rancor claw.
A little Rancor claw to scare everybody a little bit,
Yeah, and nobody wants to side with him. And he's cool with that. He's like, all right, just stay neutral then.
Yeah, I thought he was going to blast everybody, but like 3 of them. And
or then at least one of them. Like, Kill Bill scenario, like cut somebody's head off to like, show everybody else, like, don't mess with me.
No, but he's like being a wuss about it. She even called him out on it too. She was just like, really, bro?
You're soft.
You're a little soft, man. Them Tusken Riders made you soft, bro.
Yeah. It's cool though. We got to see some more of her story. Fennec Shad.
All right, here's another thing I'm gonna like rag on this thing, dude. Do we really need that montage of like the dude putting all the stuff in her? Like that was just way too long, dude. I'm like,
it was too long, but I feel like they did it for a purpose.
To waste time, man. That's it.
I don't know. Just like I feel like they introduced that water guy for a purpose. I mean, he's popular. They're not gonna just throw him in there for nothing.
Yeah, you never know, man.
Maybe he's friends with the Emperor.
The Emperor's still alive, apparently.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna like hint that out or anything like that.
I don't know, man. Maybe show him.
Ooh, that'd be nuts.
That'd be kind of cool.
He's just like walking through town.
Like, oh shit.
Hello,
Palpatine. I thought that motherfucker was dead.
Oh man, yeah, it's rough, Fabs. What are you doing to us, man?
Yeah, man, and it's crazy because it's like, what is it? It's Robert Rodriguez and Jon Favreau, bro. You think that this would be like, 6 to 8 episodes of knocking it out of the park with awesome Boba Fett action, like. Come on, man. He's got a jetpack. Let's see that shit, bro.
He's got a lot of stuff going on. I get it.
You know, like the first episode was cool a little bit because like he was using his flamethrower and stuff like that, and he's just like, yep, not gonna use any of it anymore until the war.
I don't know. It's slow. It's slow as shit. I hope it gets better. I really do. I feel like this was the last one and we caught up with everything.
Yeah.
So, I'm still giving it a chance. I'm
Healed.
still in for the ride,
And he's
but
healed. Let's talk about Count Dooku's little cousin.
His,
or not Count Dooku. What's his Grievous's little cousin?
Yeah. General Clevis. Let's talk about him.
General Clevis.
What was up with that, man?
And she slit his throat, and he's like a metal pipe. Come on, guys. Last week was the terrible car chase scene, and then this. It's like, come on, dude.
I just want more. I'm sorry if that's too much to ask.
Hey, man, I'm hoping for an all-out war, and I see some cool Boba Fett action, bro. That's what I want. Give it to me,
I want to see him on the Rancor. I want to see some Wookiee action. I want to see Fennec Shad shooting people. I want to see the Power Rangers form into Voltron.
Yeah.
And then, take down the Death Stars.
That's right.
I don't know. I just keep feel like they're just throwing characters at us.
Yeah, and it's weird because he keeps talking about these this rival gang that he wants to fight. We've seen him once, and they
the Jared Leto gang.
Yeah, and they just went and killed a bunch of randos in the desert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
Where are they all at if there's such a thing?
If there's such a force, where are they? Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Well, I was chewing the fat.
Yeah, I got a lot of beef with that. Let's go back into our main situation here.
Yeah, it's a little tough, man. I mean, I know they probably got Favs in the Disney bathrooms and they're just handing him pads and he's just writing away, they don't give him a free moment. He's got to write that. He's got to write the Ahsoka. He's got to write the Obi-Wan show. He's got to write another Mando.
I know.
Keep cranking out the hits, Favs.
He's like a slave now,
Yeah.
He don't even have time to spend his money. Damn.
Yeah. Well, I heard they're supposed to help him out, or he's supposed to do something with the Daredevil stuff too. Because remember, he did. I don't know if he did the Daredevil, but he was in it. He used to be Foggy in the movie with Ben Affleck.
Okay.
So I don't know how they're going to tie that in.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched that one in a long time.
Yeah, Daredevil.
Yeah, the Ben Affleck one.
Yeah, it's a little bad. All right, so let's talk about some movies. So recently, I watched Nobody on HBO. It just came out.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you just a little review. I'm not gonna give any spoilers because I know that people still haven't watched the movie yet. So still give you a chance, even though it came out in 2018 or something. So.
I was gonna say it did come out, man, and it's one that I didn't watch. It slipped under the cracks. I wanted to. It was you could only watch it some certain way when it first came out or whatnot. But now it's on HBO Max, so I probably will watch it within the next week or so.
Yeah, so I could say that Bob Odenkirk really killed it. He did an amazing performance.
As always.
It was seeing him in a different light, seeing him as a badass action star, John Wick type of style movie.
Okay. Does he shoot a lot of guns in it? Is he a gun guy?
He shoots a nice amount of guns, but he's not just a gun guy. He's just a killer.
Okay.
In the beginning's a little slow. You're you get mad at the character a little bit. You're like, come on, man. What are you doing? But because he's holding back. He's been holding back for years. And it's just he finally snaps, and once he does, it turns off really quickly. So he's like, fuck, man, I need to let this out. And then these guys come out of nowhere, all drunk, want to mess with him, and he jacks them up, and there's a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Wrong place, wrong time, man.
Yeah, he wanted to fight somebody. He wanted to mess somebody up, But it's got the RZA. It's got Christopher Lloyd as his father. The RZA as his brother, stepbrother, or whatever. They really don't go into his character too much.
Okay.
The RZA, he's not in it really towards the end. But he talks to him on I don't know, not a CB radio, but like some type of radio, ham radio, maybe, I don't know. But it was really great, man. It was a roller coaster ride. There's definitely some things, of course, that I would have changed, but I mean, like if I was going to give it like a grade, I give it a solid 9. It was almost a perfect movie. They're coming out with part 2, possibly part 3.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's definitely going to be like a John Wick type thing. And let me just say one thing, man. It's not giving any spoilers out, but Christopher Lloyd, he messed some shit up, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was cool because, like, you know, when they first show you him a little bit, he kind of seems like Sleepy Joe, and he kind of was, but he did his thing, man.
That's
and it was awesome.
Sweet. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm waiting for some Christopher Lloyd stuff, man. He's been kind of on the back burner lately, man. And like,
yeah,
obviously everybody wants like some kind of Back to the Future reboot or whatnot, or
it's a little tough for them to be able to do it now.
Yeah,
they could have did it
a couple years ago. Yeah,
5 or 6 years ago. I felt like it could have been a possibility.
Well, they're trying to pump all these things. Look at it. They're still making another Indiana Jones movie. You know, like what is Harrison Ford gonna be 90 years old swinging on a whip? Like, come on, man.
They're gonna be replacing him. I thought.
Well,
it was supposed to be Chris Pratt, but then I thought they were thinking about Tom Holland to do.
Tom Holland's just gonna play everybody. Oh, they're gonna fire all the actors in Hollywood. Tom Holland is just gonna
take over, bro.
Every person. He's like, "Nah, I got this. I got time."
Yep. No, he's definitely he can knock it out for sure. For sure. But yeah, that was my review on Mrs. Nobody. You can check it out on HBO Max. It was great. It was a fun, hell of a ride.
Awesome. I like it. I like it when we watch a movie and it's actually good. You know, sometimes you watch them and you're like, did I just waste
like Pig? Yeah.
Like Pig, dude. I can't believe I watched that movie.
It happens, man. Listen, Nicolas Cage has got to make a living, bro. And we gotta
I know. I can't wait to that new movie that's coming out, man, where he plays himself. It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be really good.
He's got a bunch, man. He's gonna be fucking Dracula.
He's gonna be Dracula.
How crazy is that, man?
Hey, I like Nick Cage. All the best to him, man. Keep it rocking. Right.
Keep it rocking. All right, so let's keep it rocking. We got a new movie coming out. I don't know if it's written and directed by Dave Grohl and starring in it, but it's the Foo Fighters. It's called Studio 666. They just dropped the trailer. It's coming out February 25th. It's gonna be like a comedy horror. I don't know about you. I like comedy horrors. Sure. I think they're fun. They're funny. It's
gonna be good. Silly. He's gonna throw some metal in it. You know, it's gonna be
for sure. I saw some jokes in it. You know, like he's like, guys, check out this new song that I wrote. And like, all right, let's check it out. And
he's actually a really funny dude. If you like watch any interviews with him or like you know just him doing whatever, he's like really funny.
Their music videos used to be really funny.
Pretty down to earth guy. You know what I'm saying? So even with his like shows, I know I see clips all the time of him. You know, chatting to the audience or, you know, stopping a show because somebody's getting hurt or something or, you know, so he's definitely a good dude. And, you know, Nirvana sucks about Nirvana, you know what I'm saying? Like, but also it gave him a chance to be a front man. You know, he might not be a front man if, you know, that didn't happen. So he is a front man, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And killing it.
Yeah, so I can't wait, you know, and it's probably going to be along the lines of like Jack Black stuff because they're friends, you know. Yeah. So
it looks very silly. It looks like there's going to be a lot of cameos in it, so I'm excited for it for sure.
Jack Black might actually be in there. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Well, Dave Grohl played like the devil in the in like that music video.
In the movie, I believe too.
Is it in the movie he did it too?
I think so. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he did the. I know he did the music.
Yeah, because he was like playing the drums, you know, like so, and the guitar.
And the guitar.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was him. All right, so we got Gotham Knights is supposed to be coming out early 2022. The release date apparently is leaked.
Early 2022.
For March.
Oh, for March.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because March is when the Batman comes out.
Okay. So they're gonna try to ride off of that wave.
Yeah, now
makes sense.
The other day I was at Target and I saw they started coming out with the RC cars for the new Batmobile, and some of the toys are coming out. McFarlane already has 4 toys possibly more. There might be 6, I believe, 6 to 8. So they have like regular Batman, then they have the Riddler, then they have the Penguin, then they have Catwoman, then they have like a Bruce Wayne like drifter.
They're gonna have Alfred
figure. No, I didn't see an Alfred figure. Those are the only 5 that I saw, but I know there's supposed to be 1 or 2 more, so maybe there might be.
Yeah.
They don't really have too many Alfred figures. I have one for.
Listen, Andy Serkis gives this movie hope.
I have an Alfred figure from when they did the crossover with the Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Batman.
I had an animated Alfred figure at one
That's
point.
What I have as well too. Okay. Yeah. They don't really have too many of them. They should, like.
Well, the game should be good, if it's anything like any of the Arkham games or any of the newer Batman games. They're all good, man.
Yeah, all the video footage that they have out now that is leaked looks amazing. The movie stills, the ones that they did release, those are really good too.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be online too, right? Or something like that.
It's supposed to be online. It's going to be on all platforms, but I don't think it's going to be cross-platform. That's a mistake. So if you guys have a chance to fix that, you should fix that because that'd be really cool to do.
Yeah, cross-platform causes a lot of issues for a lot of people. So
yeah, no, I get it, but I mean, like, it just
look at Chivalry. Look at Chivalry while we were trying to play cross-platform. It's like so ridiculous. You got to try to like queue up.
There's only one person, 1 or 2 that really got it right, and that's this backdrop right here for Fortnite.
Yeah, that's right.
They got that fancy cross-platform.
Fancy cross-platform. Well, Call of Duty's not too bad, but a lot of people complain about the PC people.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't really mention it.
Us PC people, we just there's so much cooler.
Well, all right, cool guy. Why don't you go into the next topic?
Yeah.
So this back and relax.
This past week, and with some popcorn. Nice.
Yeah.
Microsoft bought Activision and Blizzard for $68.7 billion. Billion dollars. With a B. That's like
crazy, bro.
Insane, bro. It's like insane.
It's not couch cushion money.
It's not couch cushion money. So they get Overwatch, they get Call of Duty, they get World of Warcraft. Now, obviously, Call of Duty is probably like the biggest game that's
we get
out,
Tony Hawk too, right?
Probably. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a ton of them. That go down, but the biggest franchises are those ones. WoW, Overwatch, and Call of Duty. I'm sure there's like a bunch of other ones as well, but those ones are always on top. And it's funny because so Microsoft bought it. Everybody, all the Microsoft people were online saying, haha, PlayStation, we got Call of Duty. This is what you get for not letting us get Spider-Man. So
console wars.
And then like the main dude of Microsoft Xbox comes out and he's like, hey, we're all about games in the community. We would never take away a game from PlayStation. They're gonna sell it to PlayStation. PlayStation's gonna have to throw down some money to get it, but I imagine there'll be Xbox exclusives on it. It'll probably come out first on Xbox and PC.
Okay.
But Sony will still have it as well. So,
but what about like did they have like a Wolverine game? Did that come out yet for Sony?
Oh, I'm not.
It's supposed to be like a Spider-Man game, but with Wolverine. I guess it didn't come out yet.
Yeah,
I know they dropped the trailer for it last year, but there's a couple games that they dropped trailers for last year that like haven't come out yet.
Well, I got the Miles game for PS5, dude. It is
how you looking at?
I love that game, dude. It's so cool. It like looks so crispy too, and like it's kind of like the old school Spider-Man ones. It's like Grand Theft Spider. You can climb the tallest building and just jump off and swing at the last second and stuff. Okay. I've been seeing a ton of videos of people doing like all kinds of fancy swinging, like they'll just fall and they'll like pop out their cell phone and fall and like catch it as they like about to hit. So it's pretty cool, man. It's a pretty game. Now obviously it gets kind of like mundane with like, oh look, there's a car chase. It's like, how many times are you gonna get a car chase? Like it's just like there's just so many variables of like crime going on, but it's all the same. It's just like you got to beat up a bunch of guys. So You know,
Okay.
with that, it's kind of like, you know, I wish they kind of went the route with like a GTA Online thing.
Bruce
You know,
Campbell voice?
what's that?
Bruce Campbell? Is he anything, a voice or anything in it?
I don't think so. Not on the
No?
Miles one. No, there is another Spider-Man one though. That's like regular Spider-Man, not Miles. So I'm not sure if there's anything.
Okay.
If
Now,
he's in
how is the
anything.
swinging compared to the swinging in Fortnite, let's say?
Oh, it's like way better. You know, Fortnite's a simple, like a super simple version of it. You know, to
Okay.
where you can slow down time and kind of choose where you want to go.
Like a spider sense type thing?
Like kind of like a spider sense. You can shoot one forward to like kind of like rip yourself forward, and then you
Okay.
can do long ones. You know, so it's probably the Fortnite stuff is probably just a basic version of it.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because that's fun. So
yeah, it's not bad. You know, because like the Fortnite thing, like you know how like when you hit it, you can kind of be on the ground and you like kind of slide on the ground or whatever. In the PlayStation, it wouldn't work. You hit the ground, your feet are on the ground. Like you got to skeet back up. You know.
okay. Now, what about like grabbing onto stuff like buildings and stuff like that? Did they just have like so many that you don't have to worry about anything?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
I was gonna say you can just go and jump off whatever. You can climb whatever. I think it's really cool when you're swinging and you get close to the building and you put your feet on there and you're running with the thing and you can
Okay.
jump off and you know it's definitely some cool little neat aerial tricks you could do.
That's pretty neat, man. Yeah, I'll go check that out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
All right. So last thing on the list we got is Pete Davison just bought a Staten Island ferry.
this guy's in the news every week, man.
Yes, guy is in the news every.
He's just crushing it right now. He's crushing it right now. He's using the Kim K thing like to his full advantage.
Yeah.
Full advantage.
Why not?
You know, he's blowing up on social media. More and more people are sharing his videos and all his stand-ups and all his roasts. You know, all the roasts he's funny in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
he's
He's
hilarious.
definitely hilarious in those.
You know,
You
so
know.
all that stuff's all popping out now, and you know, I guess people who weren't fans of his before are finally seeing like, so, yeah, he's a funny dude, man. He's
hell yeah.
hilarious. You know, he's been funny for a long time. He's
Yeah.
like, I think at one point in time, like a couple of years ago, he was like the only funny person on Saturday Night Live besides
Yeah.
the news
Keenan.
guys.
Yeah, and Keenan.
Keenan's all right. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say Keenan's kind of toned down too. You know, on Saturday.
Well, I
Night
feel like they
Live.
just don't really give him a lot of sketches anymore.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
don't
they
give
used to
any
give him
good-
a lot, but now they don't. Now he's just like a pop-up, but he's still really funny. But so the ferry's gonna have so I guess it's like 15-minute ferry. It's like 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back, whatever. So they're gonna have a comedy club in there as well for like stand-up and open mics and stuff like that. So that should be pretty neat for some like up and comers. You know, Staten Island definitely and New York, you know, has like a ton of comedy. And sometimes it's really hard for comics to either just come out of their shell or just even get a place to go.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Staten Island Ferry is used so often. It's such a smart investment for a celebrity to do. That's like Shaq buying like UPS, you know, because like
we lucked out and had the Stress Factory, you know, close to us, you know, so that was a pretty big comic thing. But there's I was gonna say there's people out there who like don't get to go see comics.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, it's tough. The Stress Factory is still going strong. You know, I believe they had Damon Wayans there not that long ago, and you know, Wanda Sykes, I believe.
Okay.
So they definitely still get some heavy hitters in that little tiny club in New Brunswick.
I know, man. It's good times though, man.
Yeah, it's good times for sure. It hasn't changed really. It basically looks the same.
Drink prices are probably skyrocketed.
You don't even get me started. Not even just drink prices, just prices in general. The prices in general at the Stress Factory did go up a little bit, but they're really like per artist, you know, like whatever that person charges as their fee, you know, then that's what it is, you know. So, you know, Damon Wayans, if he charges, you know, $250 a ticket, then that's what he charges, you know, like,
hey, you know.
There's only like 27 seats in the club.
I was gonna say there's not that many, so it's more of a personal experience. So you know, imagine going to see like Andrew Schultz there or something. He would definitely call you out for like whatever you're
like. Well, I saw Jim Brewer there, so that was pretty cool. Because after like he was like, listen, man, he's like, you know, like everybody, you know, you guys know me, you know, like I want to get to know you. So he's like, I'm gonna be back by all my merchandise. So, he's like, I got Goat Boy underwear and different stuff and, whatever. He's like, come back there. He's like, you buy something. He's like, I'll autograph it for you, take a picture. We'll talk a little bit, whatever. He's like, everybody gets like 10, 15 minutes, bro. So line it up. I was like, wow, that's so cool. There's only a few artists that I know and like people that I've
still
seen
like that too, man. Like he's still like that. He's super
cool.
humble about his stuff and he's always hanging out with cool people.
Yeah, so I got to talk to him a little bit, shook his hand, took a picture, he was just like super silly and was talking about getting stoned and smoking or whatever, like he's crazy, but it was a good time and you wouldn't get that in like some of those bigger places,
Can you imagine making Half Baked with all those dudes, man? Like I couldn't be in a room with them without like laughing hysterically. Like,
but it's even crazier now thinking about it. I feel like then it was just like regular, like just like making a movie.
Did you see the Britney Spears Scarface video she did?
Mm-mm.
So you know how like Britney Spears is like going through this whole like controversy with the censorship and stuff like that.
Right.
So in the midst of all this, she's still posting crazy shit to like her Instagram and her Facebook and stuff of her like randomly dancing in her house and just being crazy and shit.
Well, because she's done with like all that stuff, right? Like
she's done with it, right? So she made a video of her up there and she's like, F you, you're cool, and it's Scarface, and he's like, yeah. She's like, I'm out. And I was
like, my God, that's so awesome. Funny. No, I didn't see that. What was it on, like YouTube or something?
It was on like Facebook or something like that, or
Instagram
or something. But yeah, it was just funny. I was like, I wonder, because I watched it again. I was like, tell me that was really him, and it's him. He was like, yeah. It's hilarious.
Oh, that's great, man. I definitely love Half Baked. I always wish they made a part 2. But who knows? I think it might have been ruined if they do make a part 2.
Yeah, probably. There was one thing that I always remembered about Half Baked. So like when the trailer came out, so I don't know who it was. It might have been Jim Brewer's character, but he said that he was a professional meter hopper, and they showed him jumping over like parking meters, like the ones that you put your coins in, and it like never made it in the movie. And I was like,
what about deleted scenes, man?
I don't know. You know what? It's weird because I remember trying to look at the deleted scenes and they're not in there. It's in the trailer.
Man.
Like, so I was like, where the hell is that?
I guess it didn't make it.
Like, I wanted to see that part, man.
Yeah, I guess it's like that cow and Twister or whatever. Remember they had that trailer and then they never showed it?
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens, man. Things just get lost on the cutting room floor. That's all it is.
That's it. Just throw it away and that's it.
Yeah, but all right, man. So this was definitely a great week and a fun show. If you guys are watching us on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. So you get the notifications. We are live every Sunday night at 10 p.m. If you guys have any suggestions for movies or television shows you'd like us to review, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, throw it in the comments, man.
You can always reach us. You can always reach us on social media as well too. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the Mike and Rich podcast. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you next week, guys.
All right, peace.
Take it easy.